foodies! Welcome back to our channel, guys. So as you guys can see, today's recipe is this rava roti recipe. In most of our homes, we make akki roti and ragi roti. Sometimes we even tend to make multi-grain rotis, but very few people know how to make this rava roti, especially this version of it. But this is a very common breakfast recipe at my home, and today I wanted to share this with you guys. So if you want to know how to make this easy and very tasty and healthy rava roti, please keep watching and welcome to our channel, guys. So these are the ingredients that we'll need to make rava roti and tomato goju. So today for the combination with rava roti, we are going to make tomato goju, and I'm going to show the recipe of that too. To make rava roti, I've taken about 750 grams of rava, some onion, raw coconut which I've grated here, carrot that I've grated, some salt, green chili paste, some curry leaves that I've finely chopped up, coriander, and some oil. Now the ingredients that you'll need to make tomato goju are onion, tomatoes, red chili powder, some sambar powder, dhania powder, some sugar, mustard seeds, and some salt. We'll also need some oil to make this. So let's get started and see how we'll make this recipe. First, I've taken about 2 medium-sized onions that I've finely chopped. I'm taking that into a mixing bowl. To this, I'm also going to add about 1 cup of grated carrot. These are about 2 medium-sized carrots, guys. I've also added about 1 cup of grated raw coconut to this. I'm adding about 2 teaspoons of green chili paste. If you don't like green chilies, you can add red chili powder instead. I'm also adding about 3 tablespoons of curry leaves to this that I've finely chopped. To this, also add about half a cup of coriander, and some salt to taste. Give all of these ingredients a good mix. Mix them well like this, guys. Now, to this I'm going to add in the rava that we have taken. I've taken about 750 grams of rava here. I'm going to add this in batches so that it'll be easier to mix. First mix it like this, and then we'll add water to this. I've added the remaining rava, and to this I'm going to add some water. This needs to be a wet kind of a mixture, guys, so you need to add water accordingly. We're not going to make this a dough, rather it will be a form of a paste, so you need to add a lot of water to get that kind of consistency. As you can see here, I've added about 700 to 800 ml of water approximately. Give all of this a good mix, and we'll add some more water so that the rava can soak nicely. As you can see, this is not a tight dough, instead it's a paste kind of a consistency. To this I'm also going to add some more water and then let the rava soak in it for some time. I'm going to let this rest for about 15 minutes, and in the meantime we can prepare our tomato goju. Let this rest for 15 minutes guys. In the meanwhile, let's make our tomato goju. Here I've taken a kadai, and to this I'm adding about 3 to 4 teaspoons of oil. Once the oil heats up, I'm going to add in some mustard seeds. I've taken about 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. Let them seeds pop, and to this we'll add some curry leaves. Here I've taken about 2 to 3 strands of curry leaves that I've finely chopped up. Once these curry leaves are in the oil for about 10 seconds, we'll add in our onion. As you can see guys, I've taken about 3 medium-sized onions that I've finely chopped up. Add those in and fry them well. You can add in salt here so that the onions can cook faster. Add salt according to your taste guys. Once the onions cook down a little, I'm going to add in the tomatoes. Here I've taken about 4 large tomatoes. Since this is tomato goju, you'll need a lot of tomatoes obviously. I've chopped them up well and then give this a good mix. Once this mixture has cooked down for about 6 to 7 minutes on medium to high flame, I'm going to add in the masala powders. As you can see, I've added red chili powder, sambar powder and dhania powder. This is very simple to make. I'm sure most of you make it at home, but because this is a good combination for this rava roti that I'm making, I'm showing this recipe as well. To this I'm adding some water and then letting it cook. Since the tomatoes are really sour, to balance the acidity and sourness in the tomatoes, we can add in some sugar. First let's add in some coriander. And I'm adding about 1 teaspoon of sugar to balance the flavors. Add some more water and let it cook. At this point you can taste it to check if the salt and spices are correct. Let that cook. In the meanwhile, this has been soaking for about 15 minutes. To this I'm going to add in some more water and I'm going to give this all a good mix. And then we can start making the rotis. As you can see, it should look something like this, like a paste. Now, on a tawa, heat it, add some oil, and then we can start patting our roti on that. As you can see, our tomato goju is ready now. Let's make roti to serve it up with that. Take a handful and pat it down on the tawa like this. Don't get scared guys. I know this looks a little weird. It's a hot tawa and how can we pat it on this tawa? So don't get scared. You won't burn your fingers. If you just see how we're making this, just follow the same procedure and you should get a perfect roti like this. Add some oil and fry it nicely on both the sides. One thing is, since this is raw rava, we're not frying the rava, the roti should fry nicely guys. You need to fry this roti at least for 4 to 5 minutes on medium to low flame and you'll get a very nice roti that time. Don't burn it or undercook it. Our rotis are ready now. I'm serving it up with some tomato goju. I hope you try this recipe guys. And if you like this video, click that like button right now. And if you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing guys. It would mean a lot. Support our channel by subscribing to it. And if you want us to make something, let us know. Thank you so much.